because the wind chill value early tomorrow morning is going to be around 42 degrees. Keep in mind that overnight low is supposed to be around 45 Thursday night, so getting into Friday with a wind chill of 42 is really not very surprising. We'll have northwesterly winds 8 to 17 miles per hour. Those winds may gust as high as 26 miles per hour. Friday night, skies will be clear. We'll have a low temperature around 37, and wind chill values will be as low as 30 degrees Friday night. Winds will be out of the northwest at 11 to 16 miles per hour with gusts as high as 24 miles per hour. Saturday will be sunny with our high temperature only near 60 degrees. Winds will continue out of the northwest at 10 to 13 miles per hour with gusts as high as 18 miles per hour. Saturday night, we could see some patchy frost after 4 a.m. Skies will be clear, the low temperature around 36 degrees. Then Sunday, areas of frost before 8 a.m. Then we'll be sunny with a high temperature near 68 degrees. Sunday night, skies will be mostly clear, low around 44. Monday is Columbus Day, and we'll be sunny for that day with a high temperature near 68 degrees. Monday night, skies should be mostly clear with low around 39. Then Tuesday, sunny skies with a high temperature near 71. And Tuesday night, skies will be mostly clear and we'll have a low temperature around 47 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Most of us were born in the 20th century, as were our parents. This is a very special piece of American history. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Because so many of us are or were involved in agriculture, we see the tractor as that great symbol of what we remember and how farming and farm families were in the 20th century. Oh, sure, we saw that tractor change. The addition of a cab, air conditioning and heat, more horsepower. At the time, those improvements were just as remarkable as GPS and auto steer. I know a lot of folks who have a love for the older models. Some own one, others own many. Some restore them, some simply like to look at this symbol of the 20th century agriculture. I'm fortunate that my parents and grandparents passed on the tradition of doing some things the old-fashioned way. We didn't do them because we had to as much as we did them because we wanted to. Home-baked bread just tastes better than what I buy at the store. It takes a lot more time and probably costs about the same to make it as it does to buy it, but the sense of accomplishment that comes with it cannot be paid for with cash. Every 12-year-old should bake at least one loaf of bread and make strawberry freezer jam and blackberry preserves and canned green beans and homemade dill pickles and drive a 40-20 or a WD-45 and learn how to make biscuits and gravy. So many changes have taken place over the course of the last 100 years. It's more important than ever before to work together and tell our story and the story of those who came before us. You're laying a solid foundation for future generations that will most certainly live in a world that is both wondrous and ever-changing. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
We rely on millions of working people each day to help keep America strong and growing. When operating large equipment, tractors, dump trucks, grain trucks, or anything with booms or extensions, be aware of overhead power lines. Make sure you have at least 10 feet of clearance. Keep safety first. Always.
Visit membersfirst.coop today. A message from Missouri's Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
If you know that sound, you know it's the sound of a bag of Pioneer brand Optimum Aquamax seed corn being opened. The sound of the most drought-tolerant seeds Pioneer has ever produced about to be unleashed into acres of unique environments. Innovation that turns unpredictable years into memorable ones, making tough conditions question their own toughness. Pioneer brand Optimum Aquamax corn products, field proven and ready for yours. Visit pioneer.com/fightdrought.
The Cardinals magazine, the care and quality of its presentation, the thick paper, the glossy photographs, and photographs from Stan Musial to Lou Brock to Jim Edmonds to the present-day players, the Cardinal tradition, the history. It will put you right there in Busch Stadium behind home plate like no other magazine. And it's easy to start a subscription. Just call 314-345-9000 or visit cardinals.com/magazine.
A sluggish start for both cash cattle and cash hog business. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with the Brownfield Livestock Market Report. It's another quiet start for direct cash cattle business. Following the week's light to moderate trade, the lone bid to surface is in Nebraska at $182 live. Asking prices for cattle left on show lists are around $184 live in the south and $292 dressed in the north. It's likely the bulk of the week's business has wrapped up, but a few more deals could be reported before the end of the day Friday. So far this week, deals in the north have ranged from $288 to $291, mostly $290 to $291, steady to $1 higher than the prior week's weighted average basis. Live deals in the south have been marked at $182 to $183, steady to $1 lower than the previous week's business. Boxed beef is lower at midday and late demand for moderate offerings. Choice down $1.15 at $295.61. Select is a dime lower at $274.77. At the Hub City Livestock Market in South Dakota, the best test was on steers, 900 to 949 pounds, which were $7 to $10 lower. Steers 950 to 1,049 pounds were $3 to $5 lower. Heifers were not well compared. The USDA says demand was moderate to good for yearlings. There were several long strings and many loads and packages on offer, most of which came off grass. There was less flesh overall than the previous week. Quality was similar from plain to attractive. Medium and large one feeder steers, 914 to 949 pounds, brought 231 to 244.50. Feeder steers, 954 to 998 pounds, brought 230.50 to 237.50. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 840 to 842 pounds, brought 228 to $229. Cash hogs were not reported at midday due to confidentiality, and there were very small negotiated purchases. With ample supplies of market-ready hogs in the near term, processors aren't having to get too aggressive in their procurement efforts. By the look of the day's business so far, it appears they have needed numbers in hand. Demand for U.S. pork on the global market has been solid, and that's supported by another strong export sales report from the USDA. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $55 in Dorchester, Wisconsin, and steady at $48 in Red Oak, Iowa. And pork values are higher at midday, up 90 cents at $95.54. Picnics, hams, loins, and bellies were all higher. For all the latest in market news, go to BrownfieldAgNews.com. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
If you guessed that was the sound of a bag of Pioneer brand A-Series soybeans, you guessed right. Well, kinda. It was really the sound of an innovative team that spent decades perfecting a seed with exclusive genetics and the ultimate agronomic advantage. The sort of breeders who don't rest until they've achieved outstanding performance. Pioneer brand A-Series soybeans. #1 for a reason. Visit pioneer.com/genetics.
Have you ever met a nematode? Probably not. But this sneaky ingrate and its billions of friends steal soybean yields right out from under your nose. Nematodes cause up to $1.5 billion in soybean revenue loss each year. And if that's not enough, they also amplify sudden death syndrome. Why? Because they're microscopic good-for-nothing thieves, that's why. Take action against these yield-stealing jerks with Allevo soybean seed treatment from BASF, the only proven winner against both SEN and SDS. And remember to always read and follow label directions.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Velma Darlene Thompson, age 87 of Salem, passed away Tuesday, October 3rd in Springfield, Missouri. Funeral services for Velma Thompson will be Saturday at 11 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel, with visitation for family and friends of Velma Thompson from 10 o'clock until service time at 11. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. And all arrangements for Velma Darlene Thompson of Salem are under the direction and care of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Howard Frederick Miller of Cuba, Missouri, passed away Tuesday, October 4th, at the age of 90 years. Funeral services for Howard Miller will be Monday, October 9th at 1 o'clock at the Rolla Chapel of James Gar Mortuary, with visitation also on Monday, October 9th from 11 a.m. until service time at 1. And all arrangements for Howard Frederick Miller of Cuba, Missouri are under the direction and care of the James Gar Mortuary of Rolla. Laney Leroy Frizzell of Salem passed away September 30th at the age of 62 years. Memorial services for Laney Frizzell will be Thursday, October 12th at 11 o'clock at the Salem Chapel of James Gar Mortuary. Visitation will be held from 10 until service time at 11 o'clock. And all arrangements for Laney Leroy Frizzell of Salem are under the direction and care of the James Gar Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today, serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free!
It is now time to take a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. An accident occurred Wednesday morning just after 7:30 in Texas County on Highway 32, about 2 miles east of Licking. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2011 Ford Taurus, driven eastbound by 36-year-old Laura Hughes of Licking, attempted to pass a 1990 Ford pickup being driven by 38-year-old James Bradshaw, also of Licking, as the Ford pickup was making a left turn. Hughes suffered minor injuries and was taken by ambulance to Texas County Memorial Hospital. Both vehicles sustained extensive damage, with the Taurus being removed by Jay's Towing and the Ford truck being removed from the roadway by a private party. The report went on to state that both drivers were wearing seat restraints. The Highway Patrol was assisted at the scene by the Licking Fire Department. The annual Producers Field Day for the 2023 at the WordAC Extension and Education Center at Cook Station will be tomorrow, Friday, October 6th from 9:30 until 12 noon. There will be a variety of featured speakers who will share information on topics including utilizing winter annual forages in cool season pastures, incorporating native warm season grasses into producers' operations, the economics of keeping cattle through a drought, beef management during a drought with forage shortages, winter grazing grain sorghum, Missouri weather and resources, and feral hog elimination. If you'd like more information, contact Gatlin Bunton today. He's the director of the WordAC Extension and Education Center, and Gatlin's phone number is 573-775-2135. You can also go online and contact him at buntong@missouri.edu. That's BUNTONG@MISSOURI.edu. Next week, from Monday, October 9th through Friday the 13th, the GFL Green for Life Environmental Services will be providing the semi-annual residential community cleanup for Salem residents on your normal trash pickup day. To have your items picked up, residents should place items curbside the night before your regularly scheduled trash pickup for the week. These special community cleanups assist residents with the disposal of items not regularly accepted for trash pickup. It is important that residents note that there are some restrictions on the types of items that may be disposed of during Community Cleanup Week. The EPA will not allow collection of yard waste, including leaves, grass, or twigs, batteries, tires, motor oil, chemicals or solvents, paint, appliances, or non-compactable items such as concrete, tree stumps, steel, construction debris, etc. If you have questions about the fall community cleanup, call GFL at 1-800-926-3953 or 1-417-741-7714. If you need help with removing your yard waste such as limbs, grass bags, or leaf bags, you may schedule a pickup with the city for $40 per pickup by calling the utility office at 729-4117. Well, on Friday, October 6th and Saturday, October 7th, the Doe Run Company and the Viburnum community will commemorate the rich mining history of southeast Missouri at the 37th Annual Old Miners Days Festival. The event will include 2 fun-filled days of entertainment for all ages, including free tours of Doe Run's Buick Mine Saturday from 9 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. Visitors age 12 and older are invited to explore a fully functioning mine that extends over 1,250 feet below ground by signing up for the experience at the Doe Run table at the main event site. Free bus transportation will be provided to transport guests to and from the Buick Mine site, which is only a short drive from the Viburnum Shopping Center. Old Miners Days is a festivity that honors the globally recognized mining district of Viburnum. Individuals and families alike will enjoy a diverse range of entertainment such as a grand parade, a car show, musical performances, children's games, and food booths. All events will take place at the Viburnum Shopping Center parking lot, which is located next to Viburnum High School. Festivities will conclude with a spectacular fireworks display at the airport strip. Learn more about Old Miners Days, including a full schedule of events at https://www.oldminersdays.com/. Well, the 60th Annual Rose Holland Trout Derby, that's coming up tomorrow as well, through Sunday at Montauk State Park. Derby fishing hours on both Saturday and Sunday will begin at 7:30 in the morning. Fishing will end at 6:30 Saturday evening and 11:30 Sunday morning. Several activities will take place in conjunction with the Derby, including a cruise-in car show Friday from 3 until 7 at the Cersei Building parking lot across from the lodge, and trout bingo with a park naturalist starting at 6 in the campground amphitheater. Saturday, there will be a walk and explore for your heart-guided hike starting at 10 o'clock at the naturalist office. In the field across from the mill, you can learn about and play old-time traditional and indigenous games from 1:30 to 3 in the afternoon. There'll also be kids' inflatables in the open field between the lodge and the mill from 11 to 3. After the auction at 3:30, set up your lawn chair and enjoy music in front of the lodge starting at 4 o'clock with the Current River Bluegrass Band until 5, followed by James Van Kirk from Licking from 5 until 6:30. Then Colin Nash will perform from 6:30 until 8:30 in front of the lodge. Finally, there will be the Know the Dark 3/4-mile night hike starting at 8 from the naturalist office. On Sunday, prizes will be awarded in front of the lodge starting at noon, including attendance prizes, the kids' heaviest stringer, heaviest brown trout, as well as any tag fish that were caught and registered. All the proceeds raised from the Derby will benefit the American Heart Association. In observance of Earth Science Week starting Sunday, October 8th through the 14th, the Missouri Geological Survey is partnering with the Ozark Natural Cultural Resource Center in Salem as part of the center's month-long exhibit on mining and geology. Select items from MGS's Ed Clark Museum of Missouri Geology in Rolla will be on display. Beginning during Earth Science Week, 50 free educational toolkits donated by the American Geosciences Institute will be available for educators at the center. Each toolkit includes maps, posters, lesson plans, and booklets on earth science issues for K through 12 students. Missouri State geologist and MGS director Carrie Bridges said that mastering a knowledge of earth science issues and sharing what we learn is foundational to the mission of the Missouri Geological Survey, and that during Earth Science Week, he encourages students, teachers, and everyone else to visit the Ozark Natural and Cultural Resource Center to learn more about Missouri's amazing geology and the importance of its mining industry. He says the Earth Science Toolkits are a wonderful resource for educators and include enough materials for learning beyond just a single week. Several special events are planned for the center's geological exhibit. They include this Saturday morning at 10 o'clock when there will be a presentation by Donna Arthur, Missouri S&T Student Recruitment Specialist for the Mines and Metallurgy Academy. Bob Hemanen, an exploration geologist with the Doe Run Company, will present a lecture on mining Saturday morning, October 14th at 10 o'clock. The program will be followed by a presentation on maple syrup in Missouri that evening at 6. Ozark Natural and Cultural Resource Center exhibitor coordinator Liz Condry expressed appreciation to the Missouri Geological Survey for helping make this exhibit possible, and the center is excited to bring these educational opportunities to the region. They look forward to new ways to connect people to earth science topics. Condry went on to say the center welcomes visitors and field trips if any schools are interested in coming. Obviously, fall is here, and if you're looking for breathtaking views, trails, or adventure, check out the Missouri State Parks website at MissouriStateParks.com. Check out the Know Before You Go list of all the state parks in the state of Missouri, park hours, any park advisories that may affect trails, access, camping, or even warnings like tick advisories. The site is a virtual treasure trove of information on parks you may have never heard of that are virtually in your own backyard. Many have guided hikes on the numerous trails you will find. At the site, you can find the website for each and every state park, the things you can do at each park, and more. Well, that's been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch today at 729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Made for agriculture, we are MFA.
Get your calves off to a good start with MFA branded feeds. With time-tested, proven feeds like Cattle Charge and Full Throttle, you can put pounds on your calves quickly, efficiently, and safely. The feed-to-gain ratios speak for themselves. A good start is critical for this year's calf crop. Financing is available. Get a great start with MFA feed.
We are MFA.
Hi, my name is Michelle Bland. I'm the new family nurse practitioner at SMDH Family Medicine. I will be providing family medical services for all ages. I'm now accepting new patients, so please call 729-8000 to make an appointment. SMDH Family Medicine is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
It's that time of the year again. Time for the 60th annual Rose Holland Trout Derby at Montauk State Park, October 6th through October 8th. A cruise-in car show will be starting at 3 o'clock on Friday. Derby fishing hours will be on Saturday from 7:30 a.m. until 6:30 p.m. and on Sunday from 7:30 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. Also on Saturday, kids' activities from 11 until 3, live entertainment starting at noon and going until 4, then the auction at 3:30 in front of the lodge, and then on Sunday, prizes will be awarded starting at noon. For more information, check us out on Facebook at Montauk Lodge. All proceeds benefit the American Heart Association. This ad has been paid for by the Dent County Tourism Tax Committee.
Have you seen TownScreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jed Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use TownScreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. TownScreen in Salem.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem Lady Volleyball Tigers will host Ava tonight, starting with the JV contest at 5:30 with the varsity match to follow. KSMO will broadcast the varsity contest on KSMO Radio and on KSMO Media, comprised of KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook page, and the KSMO YouTube page. Salem is 2-18-2 on the year and 1-3 in the SCA Conference. The Salem 7th and 8th grade football Tigers will host Houston tonight at the SHS Field at Bill Shugart Stadium. The 7th graders enter the game with a 4-0 record, while the 8th graders are 2-2 going into the game. Salem cross-country boys and girls teams will be competing at Licking this afternoon. The St. Louis Blues will be at Dallas tonight for preseason hockey action. The game will not be heard on KSMO due to Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball. The next preseason game for the Blues will be Saturday night against Chicago. And that has been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Major League Baseball wildcard round is complete. Each series just went 2 games in the best of 3. The Arizona Diamondbacks, Minnesota Twins, Philadelphia Phillies, and Texas Rangers all advance. The Rangers will take on the Baltimore Orioles. The Twins clinched their first playoff series win in 21 years. They'll face the Astros. Arizona will face their division rival, the Dodgers, and the Phillies will play their division rival, the Atlanta Braves. The Cardinals need to target starting pitching this offseason, and the Post-Dispatch is reporting that St. Louis is interested in some big arms. Padres ace Blake Snell, Twins starter Sonny Gray, who just pitched 5 scoreless innings yesterday, and Phillies pitcher Aaron Nola, who pitched 7 shutout innings last night. Free agency will get underway next month. The Chiefs look to make it 4 in a row on Sunday. They will have to contend with wide receiver Justin Jefferson. 543 receiving yards. That's tops in the NFL. He's tied for second with 3 touchdowns, and he leads the league in catches with over 20-plus yards. Safety, Mike Edwards.
He's one of the best receivers in the game right now, so we got to take away him, his explosive plays. We know what he likes to do. Got to stop him yards after catch.
It'd be nice to get linebacker Nick Bolton and cornerback Jalen Watson back. They were both limited in practice yesterday. The Blues hit the road for the final time in the preseason. They visit the Dallas Stars tonight.
Just keep tightening things up and make sure we're executing the system properly. And really, you're trying to fine tune yourself and as a team trying to fine tune your team so you're ready to go.
Craig Berube has his game tonight and then Saturday against the Blackhawks, and then the Blues face the Stars in the season opener next Thursday. And St. Louis City SC gave up 3 goals in the second half. They lost 3-0 to Vancouver. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time, and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Put a frog in boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in cool water and slowly heat it up, that frog will boil. As veterans, we tell ourselves the lie that we can handle anything. We let the water boil. You are not a frog. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
We rely on millions of working people each day to help keep America strong and growing. When operating large equipment, tractors, dump trucks, grain trucks, or anything with booms or extensions, be aware of overhead power lines. Make sure you have at least 10 feet of clearance. Keep safety first. Always.
Visit membersfirst.coop today. A message from Missouri's Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
At Simply Safe, your safety is the only thing that matters. Introducing 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced Home Security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Football season is vaccine season. Get your COVID-19 vaccine information from your healthcare provider. Dr. Laura Morris with University of Missouri Healthcare.
Immunity after getting the shots, even if you got 2 or 3, and that immunity tapers off and drops down. It's important to get your shot updated. So the vaccine that you can get this fall will be a good match. It'll help protect you the way that the vaccines you got last year or the year before. So we need to keep you updated.
A message from the Missouri Immunization Coalition. Learn more at moimmunize.org.
Stay right here on KSMO Radio. We've got Missouri Net News coming up shortly. And then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Everyone's invited out to the live entertainment at the 60th Annual Rose Holland Trout Derby at Montauk State Park on Saturday, October 7th. The lineup for the live entertainment will be kicking off at 4 o'clock, and it'll be the Current River Bluegrass Band from here in Salem. At 5 o'clock, James Van Kirk from Licking will be performing, and at 6:30, Colin Nash from Nashville, Tennessee, formerly of Salem. Make sure and bring your lawn chairs and enjoy all of the music, and it's all free. This ad has been paid for by the Dent County Tourism Tax Committee.
Nothing slows my little girl down, except the stuffy nose. Mommy. That's why I use Sinex Children's Saline from Vicks. Sinex instantly clears mucus in everyday stuffy little noses with a gentle, ultra-fine mist designed for kids. Just Sinex? Breathe. Her stuffy nose is gone for now. And so is she.
Sinex Children's Saline. Sinex, breathe. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
Missouri Net News, I'm Dale Forbes. Missouri's Drought Assessment Committee is talking about whether to ask the governor to extend his executive order on drought. The order is currently set to expire in December. Extending it would allow state efforts to support affected Missouri communities throughout the winter. Mark Fuchs with the National Weather Service in St. Louis says the drought update for October is not good.
When I last showed the Climate and Weather Committee folks the October outlook, we were looking at the likelihood of above normal precipitation across the entire state of Missouri. We've been kind of demoted to equal chances. That's not as good as or as hopeful as we were looking.
Well, Southeast Missouri Congressman Jason Smith wants an investigation into potential fraud in a program that's designed to help the poor. The Republican from Salem says the federal government should review non-assistance spending in the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families program, otherwise known as TANF. This is Missouri Net.
Being there.